Hey everyone, it's your big fat guy again, once again, coming to you live with another live broadcast. I was going to do this on an upload, but I decided to go ahead and not do that because I was in the car. It was like 6 something, almost 7 o'clock. It's getting dark outside because I didn't want to waste time having lights on the car and blah, blah, blah. So I want to do a live stream of this. You guys know I'm a gaming channel. I'm a PC guy now. You guys been knowing this for a while. Knowing this for a while that I am a gaming channel, and I deal with a lot of gaming stuff. And I try to put you guys in the right situation, where there's not going to be anything going on bad or anything doubtful. I don't try to do anything that's doubtful or anything that's off rails or anything like that. Um, But what I try to do is do the best I can with what I got. And what I mean by that is I try to help do things that help you guys make better decisions. Not telling you how to live your lives, but try to give you guys somewhat of an expert opinion on things that I may not dabble in all that much. Like I said, no, I'm rocking a Ryzen 4. I'm rocking a Ryzen 5. Ryzen 7. I'm rocking a AM4. I mean, socket AM4 with a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D processor. And I bring that up though because I want you guys to understand that um, these things are costing a 399 in some circles. They think it's still costing 399. You can find them used for 199. But a lot of it are going for 249 up to 399. And this thing came out roughly. I can figure out that it came out. And the year it came out, yeah, January 31st. Actually, first day of it. Well, when it wasn't 2024. It came out a lot earlier than that. It came out January. I think it was January. It came out. It's actually pretty. No, I think it came out in 2023. Actually, though, the Ryzen did. The Ryzen 7 5800X because 2024, I wouldn't have it in my system. Um, so it came out, right around that time. Um, it's a great processor, and I love it to death. Yeah, it came out in 2022, April 2022, April 20. So it came out, a year before I got it for Christmas. But it was $400, $500 back then. Processors, GPU, the most big thing out there right now. And I'm gonna run a couple, GPUs out there. I'm gonna run AMD. I'm gonna type in AMD, and I'm gonna let just run. Where it takes me to. Let's see if we can find a place that's actually gonna be a selling place. You can sell it. Let's say um, let's look at Micro Center if we can. Let me find anything on here worthwhile. It only has a couple. Okay, well, it's not a good thing to look for. But GPU prices, guys, GPU prices are going up. Um, and a lot of these are going to cost a lot of money. There's a couple here, 700 XT, that's $899 from Amazon, and some 800 is 489. Now, if I tell you type in the video, they're going to be almost double the price as uh, as what it is. Now, I'll be lying to you. Well, no, I won't be lying to you because you'll be truthful. graphics cards are going up in price. CPU is going up in price. Why is that? Because it's supply and demand. You have to understand though, the 40 series has been out for about maybe a year. Okay, and then early launch in the 50 series, fourth quarter this year or first quarter next year. It doesn't matter, folks, how much money you spend, how much money you save. Okay, and if you're an enthusiast, you're going to be spending money every time. That's just the way it is. And I think people just need to start accepting that and stop thinking they can go, oh well, I can go here and buy this 3090. Yeah, 3090 is a good card, but if you're like me, yes, I want to upgrade. But I know that prices I can afford it, but it's just too damn expensive. NVIDIA don't have to come down in price. NVIDIA is the only game in town. AMD hasn't done anything woo and wow yet for years. Now, they haven't wooed and wowed anybody for years yet. So why would anybody take them seriously? Why would NVIDIA take them seriously, or NVIDIA take Intel seriously? Intel has said, they're a budget gamer, they're a budget GPU. They have a couple 1440 cards, and then like the A7, the A780 or 7, whatever we call it, 770 is a 1440p 60 frame card. But mostly those cards are 1080p powerhouses. They're not designed for 14.4K yet because they haven't gone that far yet. So they're still the new kid on the block. They have proved themselves. As the kids would say, in today's language. So if they haven't proved themselves, how can they be a competitor to NVIDIA that has over 87%? Once again, 87% of PC gamers are using NVIDIA products, GPUs mostly, GPUs, because NVIDIA does not sell processors yet. Once you do that, it'd be interesting then. But NVIDIA is so good with the DLSS 3 and 2 that I see why they're number one. But the corporate greed they have behind them is causing people like me to go to Team Red. Green's like, okay, bye. Team Green don't care. And I think that's just how the mentality is. They're saying we bad, we own the streets, because they do. They do own the streets. They do own the streets right now. They are the big guys on the block. NVIDIA is the bullies that you see in your school that are band of brothers that walk around and terrorize who they want when they want. And AMD is the young buck up and comer who wants to face the bully called NVIDIA. Intel is just still stuck in some in preschool, trying to figure out how to make the graphics card do 1440p and 4K stable. So the graphics card situation is rough because NVIDIA doesn't care. You're going to give them every dollar, okay? There are people out there who will give NVIDIA $4,000, $4 or $5,000 for a 3090, and they don't care because they want it, and they will give money and throw it at NVIDIA, and NVIDIA will take it. Granted, also the scalpers got in the way. NVIDIA didn't care because scalpers bought tons of cards. NVIDIA raking the money no matter what. They're like, wow, we can make more revenue by increasing the prices of our graphics cards, and they did. You go to Best Buy, $1,000 for 4080 Super. You look at it's 69, I think $300. Make $400 at Best Buy. Granted, the 6800 is a smaller card lower end card compared to the 4080. You think the video gave you a break in your wallet? No breaks. No breaks. They want every dollar you got. And that's why they keep cranking out these cards with the ooh and ahs, but you're going to pay for ooh and ah. Now I could do a poll on Facebook, on Facebook poll on Facebook. Um, One time I did a poll on a PC group I was in. I think I still am, probably not anymore. But I did a poll saying, in the video owners, uh, do you use DLSS? Do you use ray tracing when you're playing your games? Or DLSS only? Ray tracing or DLSS only? What do you use? About 90% of people said DLSS only. I mean, 10% said DLSS. And I put down a C. I put down a third one saying C, DLSS plus ray tracing. And then it changed to, I think, maybe 90% to maybe 70% or 60%. So it went down a little bit. So people are using ray tracing, but not as much as you think. Maybe 20%, or maybe 5% of that, or you have to use ray tracing 100%. Because a lot of these games, guys, require a lot of power. Even the 4090, the mighty 4090, and its power has ran Cyberpunk on the highest quality level at 12 frames per second. No, everything now granted, no, it's been massive. It's been massively upgraded with a lot more stabilization, a lot more better drivers, updates for it so it can run better on those more higher end cars. But the notion, I saw the video. They were Digital Foundry. I think did the comparison video that you saw 3080, 3090 running it on ultra settings, ray tracing on ultra. It ran really well, but it ran at probably 60 frames, maybe around 55, 60 frames, because it was using a lot of power. The 4090 should not be having the struggle, but it is because these games, guys, Requiem and Hogwarts Legacy, even Last of Us Part 1 on PC, these ports here, PC games, are running a lot of power, using a lot of power. VRAM is being chewed up, even after all the games have been optimized. They're still gobble, 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 gobble VRAM. So graphics cards are becoming more and more of a necessity, and not like, well, you can buy an integrated graphics CPU processor and play games. You can't do that anymore. Because you want to play latest and greatest, highest settings, you're gonna have to shell out the money. And NVIDIA knows this. DLSS 4.0 is great and all, but you gotta spend $1,000, on a 4080 Super, or even you can get a 4060, a cheap one, and get the 8 gigabytes and pretty much be in the same place you are with 3070. Or you can get a 12 gigabyte 4070 and get the same one. But once again, you're going back to the fact that your VRAM buffer is only at 12 gigs. You have to have at least no less than 16 nowadays. So, NVIDIA, AMD, being as weird as they are, they cram 16 gigabytes of VRAM in the graphics cards, knowing that yes, you can't run, in FSR 2.0 is not as good as NVIDIA. It's getting better, but the games will run better because the VRAM is there. So I think what happens with NVIDIA is they're going on the brand of DLSS, but also name recognition. That's good, but also bad. It's good because people are not really worrying about the issues when it comes to the graphic card problem, or the VRAM issue, or whatever else they can have us worry about. And I think that's probably the biggest issue of all, is people not knowing for sure which side they're going to be on, because I don't think anybody really knows which side they're on right now. I don't think anybody is really going to know. And to tell people that The graphics card situation, it's a product of just technology is lying to them. The graphics card situation should not be a product of misinformation. We should not be having people tell us that this $1 trillion company called Nvidia, can't shell out a few bucks to help out people who having trouble buying these damn cards. But I understand too, as being a retail person, these people are businesses. When it runs soup kitchens, they're a business. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and they gotta make profit. How do they make profit? They make profit off people. That's why people are going to run out there and they're going to buy their games. Buy the graphics cards. But people are going to buy EA games. People are going to buy all this stuff. They're going to buy the 8-bit Duke controllers at $60 instead of the 54 cheaper one. People are going to buy things that are more expensive because they expect in their mind, well, I'm paying more for it. In a sense, it has to work because it's more expensive. Not always though, but there is a catalyst for that. People are okay with spending money as long as it makes sense with them. They're spending money, and and they're not wasting money. As long as people are okay with the fact that what they have is okay, they will spend money. But I think people need to understand more too, though, as well, in the same sense too, though, that we need not sit there open our wallets to give, in NVIDIA, NVIDIA or Intel just tons of gobs of money because we think that we have to have the latest and greatest. Because spending $800, $800 for a 14 gen processor when it came out, it's kind of stupid now when your processor goes kaput and NVIDIA's like, well, and just send you on your way. They pat you on your head and send you on your way. And they don't care because they already got your money. They're like counting that cash. They don't care. And they're not going to care. And you can't make them care because now they're not, they have billions of dollars. What are you going to do? Not buy it? What else? Somebody else will go step your and buy it. That's how it is, folks. It's called the world of retail. It's called the world of being a consumer. People are going to buy what they want to buy. And you can't tell them to go out. You can't go out and buy this because they're like, who the hell are you? And that's understandable. People have to learn on their mistakes. That's why I've been kind of going back and forth between Team Green and Team Red. Both teams don't care about me. Granted, Team Red like to have me on board with them. They buy the graphics cards. Team Red like me to stay. Only buy Team Green like me to stay because I buy graphics cards. So that topic is over with. Now we're going to dabble into CPUs. CPUs are a new thing. Well, not a new thing, but they're a new thing that people are really understanding that they're becoming, more and more, more and more, costly. Granted, I get it. A processor can do a lot more than it could do 5 years ago. But if you're playing games on, a 5600X, 3D final one Micro Center, who cares? Or 5800X 3D, who cares about how old it is? If it still runs the games you're playing, it still gives you good frame rate, all the things you love, why are you watching to buy a new one? Unless you're an enthusiast who's got to go out and buy it because it's brand new, and that's really sad because these companies, they look upon you as being their bear holder, their flag holder, if you will, to buy this stuff that they want you to go out there and buy constantly, buy, because they know that you'll buy every time, and they know this because they know that people like yourself will go out there and buy everything you can get your hands on. Grab both hands. That's brand new. If a company that you love, that's fine. Like I said, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with buying stuff that you love. There's nothing wrong with buying from NVIDIA or Intel or AMD. If you're an AMD person, if you're an Intel person, or if you're in NVIDIA, there's nothing wrong with being that. But you gotta draw a line and think, okay, I'm spending all this money here on this stuff here. I'm spending, $1,000 on 4080. Now I'm being told this quarter or next quarter, first year next quarter, or this quarter, last quarter this year, or first next year, or mid next year, they're gonna come out with a brand new series of cards that's gonna make mine obsolete. I'm just gonna buy this anyway, but I'm gonna buy the next one that comes out. People have that mentality. Oh, I'll buy this anyway, but next month I'll buy it when next month comes out. So you go from one generation to the next without even thinking, maybe I should use this first. Use this, I should tap this all the way down until it's completely done. There's nothing more I can do with this card. Like me, my 3070. I am using the hell. I'm overclocking it little by little. I did 10%. I'm almost at 20% overclocked. And I'm trying to squeeze as much as I can out of it. And when I got to around 18%, it started having issues with the games because I guess whatever. So I had to tone it back down to about 16 to 18% overclock. And I just turn on DLSS on quality or performance, whatever, or balance. Or turn VSync on, and I sync up to as much as I can to use. And I use that. My games still look good. They don't look terrible. Or I turn down, put on custom, I turn things down, to make it run better. But eventually, my card is going to require me to play games at medium settings. And my highest I want to go is high. And ultra, I'm going to play some games. But my initiative is high. If I can get it in high settings or good frame rate, great. When I got to drop down to low or medium, that's a problem. Because to me, it's only worth. I can buy a console and get the same resolution. Not really, but I know what I'm saying. So I have expectations to myself too. I like to play games at ultra settings. 2K, 2K monitor, 160 Hz monitor in front of me. That's ultra wide, 34 by 1440p, 34 by 40. It's a good size monitor. I like to have the latest greatest card plug in there to get the blast of screen on my face because it's like ultra power. But I can't afford it right now. I can, but I just don't want to go buy it right now because we got bills coming in, things to pay. It's kind of hard to just blow your money on nonsense, So you have to really start paying attention to what you're doing. I think people need to understand this kind of stuff. And they know and really understand that yes, having the money that I have is great. Hey, Bob. Thank you, buddy. And but it's really understandable. So we have to understand that about RAM and about CPUs and stuff. RAM sticks are not so bad. RAM sticks are pretty decent. RAM sticks are becoming a lot cheaper, but there is some areas like Best Buy and Walmart selling RAM sticks now for like $80, and that stuff I'm kind of worried about. Be careful of RAM sticks at Walmart. We'll be careful Walmart in general when it comes to anything that's electronic because they might do handstand or play football with it in the back. You don't know what they do with it, so you gotta be careful at Walmart. Now, granted, they're getting better with stuff. They have, the Barracuda X that I bought at Best Buy for $79. They have for $69. Once again, you don't know what Walmart's doing with them. So you can buy it at Walmart, just don't know if they're playing football with it or not. So you gotta be careful because Walmart people are different. For some reason, employees at Walmart don't care. I don't know if it's Walmart or what, but I've heard stories. I've seen things. I've seen parts like crap. Now, RAM sticks are good. All you have to worry about is frequency and what you're looking for. That's all you have to worry about is RAM. Power supplies, last bit of video here, is really going to be the weirdest thing to look at because power supplies can be kind of rough. Asus, MSI, a lot of them had issues. Corsair had issues with theirs. Mine had mine since mine CX750 Corsair, no issue ever. Not even a spark, not even a smell, nothing. So it's just running like a champ. I take the little blower I have here and I clean everything out. Turn it off once a month and I just clean out everything, including the back where the battery is. I mean battery, but the power supply. I stick it in there and I wave it around a little bit. Any dust in there gets blown off the fan top. So that way it keeps it cool. Like I said though, guys, it's not really anything with power supplies. Watching a Gaming Nexus power supplies, I'll tell you about it 2 years ago, how they're popping, catching fire and stuff. Different ones. But yeah, guys, really my video here though. And in closing, I'm going to do a more of an intense video tomorrow, weekend roundup about this thing, 8BitDo. On a weekend roundup, I want to do a little more of a better comparison. I use this thing playing Helldivers 2 with it. Even though it's designed for Switch and PC, this thing runs great. But I'm going to give a more detailed review why I say it's great. It's probably the best controller I ever used so far. That's actually not really, a well-known brand, even though you can buy it at Best Buy for a good price. But that'll happen tomorrow night. Weekend roundup. I'll be broadcasting probably around 2 o'clock, maybe 12 to 2. Between the hours of probably 12 to 2 o'clock, I'm going to be broadcasting. Hopefully, I'm not playing Helldivers 2 so much, because I ain't playing a lot more of it now. I'm going to broadcast that live event around 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's going to be a detail about the gaming news, but also my second chance, so to speak, with the 8BitDo Ultimate Nintendo Switch and PC version here that I just showed you. You gotta have an idea if you want to go buy one, because it's a good thing. It's a good headset. No, it worked perfectly fine with me. Only issues I have a couple connection issues, but that was something quickly resolved. A few updates. I did a firmware update already on it, so download firmware to my PC, so it should be able to download to the controller just as fast. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna see you guys later. Once again, like, subscribe, and keep ring that bell. If you get brand new to my channel, please head on down there and like, subscribe, and keep ring that bell. But also subscribe, thumb up, thumb down, comment below. I'm a gaming channel. If you want to talk about games or technology, please comment down below what you want me to talk about. Hey, what's up there, 1,100? But I appreciate you guys watching my video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.